Today, in reading the story of Jesus' birth, I had to kind of stop and ponder about Mary and how she had so much faith during her journey. It reminded me about how much faith we need in our everyday journey. There's so many things that want to paralyze me because I want to know the end result and I don't. I don't know how much longer I can continue nursing and homeschooling at the same time. I don't know what the next step is for my husband's job. I don't know if we're going to be financially stable in the next 2 years. I just don't know the future. And that's where faith comes in. I have to have faith for the next step. I have to have faith not to worry about the next step. And I look at Mary and I look at how much faith she had from the very, very beginning when that angel appeared to her and said, "You are going to have a baby." And she says, "Well, how's that possible?" It took faith. When she had to tell Joseph, it took faith that God was in control and Joseph wasn't going to have her stoned. When she walked out in public, it took faith to do that because everybody had to be gossiping about her. When she took the trip to Bethlehem, 9 months pregnant, when I don't even like to walk across the room when I was 9 months pregnant, she rode a donkey for many, many miles. That took faith. For not knowing where her baby was going to be born, that took faith. She didn't know the end result. She didn't know that she was going to be okay. She didn't know for sure she wasn't going to be stoned. She didn't know she was going to actually get to see Jesus grow up. She didn't know what was going to be the end result. But she steadily and faithfully took one step after the next, after the next, and after the next, depending on God to get her through. And that just reminds me of how much faith I need to have in my journey. I don't know the future. I don't even know what tomorrow brings. Definitely don't know what next year brings, but I know that He's got me right where He wants me. I know that I'm in His palm. I know that He's taking me on to the next step, and He will not drop me. He will never leave me. He will never forsake me. That's the kind of God that we serve. That's the God that Mary served. That's the God that Mary was able to trust and to follow, and look what He did for her. And that's the God that we're serving. I hope you guys have a great day as you take one step after the next, trusting in God. See you next week.